Welcome to the Deuce Cast Extra. We are here this week to talk a little Marvel. We decided on a whim that we're going to talk some Marvel. And then, of course, later on, the penultimate episode of
goodness.
1883. And man, what an episode it was.
Crazy.
Obviously, tonight I've got my Zoa. Not sponsoring us by any means, but if they want to, if somehow a Zoa representative wants to send me a case of Zoa, then same for Earl. If Halls wants to send,
I've
Earl,
got Hall's cough drops.
yeah,
Sponsoring me tonight because
exactly.
I may need them.
So, I'll tell you guys a little story about like how excited I was about talking about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We were going to talk about the trailer that debuted during the Super Bowl. I was so pumped up. I spent like 45 minutes getting all these screenshots ready to go. I was like, yes, this is going to be awesome. It was from the first trailer. All the screenshots that I got were from the first trailer. I spent so long working on that this afternoon because I'm unemployed, so I have nothing better to do. Yeah, there was a first trailer. So I've got a bunch of screenshots.
The Spider-Man.
We're still going to use them. Yeah, it was the Spider-Man.
Yes.
Nick, what's up, buddy? Got Nick hanging out in the chat.
Body for the people.
Got Roth hanging out in the chat. Roth is not feeling 100%. So we
we need him for 1883.
No, we might have a run-in for 1883.
He doesn't have an arrow in his gut. Come on, let him.
We're going to be talking about all that later. So
I've got awesome data for you guys, but that's later.
Okay, good. Here's what we're going to do. Even though these screenshots are from the first trailer or whatever, I still want to go through these screenshots because some of the shots were also in the Super Bowl one. I mean, they're not totally irrelevant or whatever. This is the part of the podcast, or I'm sorry, the YouTube show that Rhett would say, "Do you guys even Marvel?" Or something snarky like that. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to pull these up, and we're supposed to be talking about the Super Bowl one because that's the most recent trailer, and there's actually been some TV spots and stuff like that. But I know Garrison will have a lot to say about some of this stuff. I mean, first of all, let's just what were your impressions on the Super Bowl trailer?
Me?
Yeah.
I loved it. We arrived home a little late because we got dinner at a restaurant, and I knew that it was dropping pregame. I'd gotten an alert about it, and I think I sent you the some of the information I had about it.
Yeah.
And it dropped like as we were walking in the door. So at first, I didn't even see the 30-second TV spot until later on YouTube. When someone uploaded it. It's actually got a little bit of different footage. But the trailer itself, I'm super excited. It showed me everything I wanted it to show me without showing me everything. It showed me a lot of cool stuff. It promised a cameo. And when you show a cameo in a trailer, it typically means that there's more than just that in the movie. So I'm excited to see what else they have to offer, because what they showed was already super exciting enough.
Yes.
But I guess, in simplest terms, I was excited.
Yeah. I mean, the first trailer, so that's the one that we saw after Spider-Man.
Yep.
It was cool. It was good. I mean, I was blown away by a lot of what I saw in that. The Super Bowl trailer, though, which I'm guessing is not the final trailer.
No,
man, it had.
Marvel Studios usually does 2 trailers. I'll say that.
Oh, they only do 2. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, it had a lot of cool stuff in it. Not that I have any Well, I've got a few screenshots from that one, but Earl, any thoughts about what you saw in the Super Bowl trailer?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things I could talk about that I saw.
Yes,
but I'll keep it at I enjoyed the trailer for this part.
Yeah,
we can discuss further, but
yeah.
I mean, great graphics. I was a little, I mean, I like Sam Raimi as a director, I think, but there's part of me that Marvel's really progressed a lot since 2000, whatever, 2 or whatever.
Right.
So part of me was like, is he the best choice for this? But this kind of allayed some of those fears that he is, he's going to be the right guy for sort of this fantastical story.
Yeah.
I'm a Scarlet Witch fan, so to make her the villain makes me a little.
Well,
I don't know.
We don't know that.
But we don't know that yet. We don't
know that. We don't.
No.
I mean, we can assume we can assume that. No, we can assume that. But I mean,
Garrison
from some of the things that we saw, but yeah, let's sort of go through some of the. And again, most of these screenshots are from the first trailer, but again, some of the shots. I mean, we've obviously got this indication of a broken watch. The multiverse is broken.
Also, almost, I don't know that anyone's sort of. It sort of looks like the window and the sanctum to me.
Oh,
that just hit
it does.
me as I was looking at.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
The broken, or like that window that's not broken. It's kind of like the design of it. Yeah.
This is also the watch though he's had since the wreck, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
It's kind of his time. It's kind of his memento, I guess, of that season.
So the next shot we see, is this still indicating? Okay, well, is this the Sanctum Sanctorum first of all?
That's a hard call.
I don't think we're seeing the Sanctum.
Okay, because I'm seeing snow still
in front of them.
Yeah, I'm seeing like snow or so.
Yeah, we're not looking at the Sanctum, but
I think this might be another universe because this is the universe that's crumbling.
Okay. This is the Crumbleverse, we'll call it.
The Crumbleverse.
So yeah, I mean that there's your indication right there that that's probably this is the
Crumbleverse.
I just don't think that that's affecting the main timeline. Is I guess what I'm trying to say.
Right. No, that makes sense.
But it could be what affects it.
He's walked up that staircase and now he's looking out at all of this.
Everything's crumbling around him. So we are back in the Sanctum here, but check this out. I mean, we've got the ocean over there to the right.
Yeah.
Does this mean this is a different Sanctum, or are we
no, sir. Just a portal.
They had those little portals in the first movie. Those little painting areas that would open up to different locations.
And I grabbed this from the second trailer.
Right.
I would assume that this is an alternate universe also. This is not like the main. But yeah, I see what you mean. This is a really good shot of the window. I see what you mean with the watch, the way it broke. If we go back to that real quick. It almost like really looks like that window quite a bit, which is a cool touch. So yeah, I did grab a few shots from the second trailer. After 45 minutes of screenshots from the first trailer, my head was hurting, and then I realized I'm an idiot and got all the wrong screenshots. So I went back and grabbed as many as I could from the second trailer.
There's some interesting voiceover during this part where it's like, isn't it Wanda saying, you did this and you became a hero?
Yeah.
Or you saved the world and you became a hero. I did it and became a villain or something.
Yeah.
Something
I know what you're
like
saying.
that.
Yeah. She's talking about the hypocrisy of it.
Yes.
Right.
But I also want to caution people in multiple directions. We don't have the full context of that sentence.
We don't know. We don't
know what Wanda's done, and we don't know what Doctor Strange has officially done to that point.
Yeah. Back to some screenshots from the first trailer.
Wait, actually, that statue, really quickly, it's got the popped up color, kind of like this Supreme Strange from What If.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and that's another thing I wanted to make a comment on, is that for all those people that probably skipped What If, you might want to watch.
You got to watch,
before you go see Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how. Brian, it made my brain hurt too. In all honesty, there was a lot going on, but I mean that's to say, I mean, if the Deucecast Extra covers a show, you need to watch it. I mean, we don't just willy nilly just cover shows for fun here. This is all important to the Marvel universe here.
If you're going to call yourself a Marvel fan, watch What If.
I don't even know if Rhett finished What If. I don't know.
It is the worst thing Marvel released in 2021.
What If?
My opinion, but yeah.
Well, but it ends up having such implications, though.
Yeah, there are episodes that are really, really good.
The Doctor Strange one was really good. I agree with Ryfun.
It's just too up and down.
Yeah, it was. It was very up and down. This is just another cool shot that I grabbed from the first trailer. we're not 100% sure what's going on here. Obviously, I just thought it was a cool looking shot. We got some Wanda about to charge up, use some magic here,
and I wonder if this is around the time that we see, because this is you see the blue pants and the gray sweatshirt, which indicates to me that the scene with the blood on her face. This is around that time.
Oh yeah,
it's definitely the same costume.
Okay, let's see if she's got the costume on here.
That is a darker looking shirt, but maybe that's just the lighting.
Yeah,
this is the good Wanda confronting the evil Wanda.
Yeah, back at the town.
It looks like Westview to me.
Yeah, it looks like Westview. So that's an interesting, potentially interesting revelation that we're going back to Westview. I didn't ever think. We go to the wedding.
So you better watch WandaVision too, then.
Yeah.
So the wedding, if you watched What If, man, it has some heavy implications. Just the whole anything with Rachel McAdams in it, in the animated What If was rough, just because he was in such pain from all that stuff and all the crazy stuff that he was doing. I missed you doing the Wrecker impression.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
Wrecker.
My brain hurts.
My brain hurts. Yeah, exactly. I did this screenshot because we've got another Michael Stuhlbarg there. He was, obviously in the first Doctor Strange. He was the doctor that did the surgery on the hand.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh wow. Wow, what a callback.
Well, I mean, why? So I'm thinking, obviously, this is an alternate universe. This is, I mean, maybe. I mean,
I think this is the main timeline.
Oh, you think the main timeline, he actually is going to get married to her?
No, I don't think he's getting married to her. I think she's getting married to someone else.
Oh.
He's in a pew.
Oh. Wow. Wow. You heard it here, folks. First.
Oh, snap. So,
Garrison,
you know what? I'm tired of the exes inviting their ex-boyfriends to wedding. I had 2 exes do that to me one time. They invited me to their wedding, and I'm like, why would I want to go to your wedding? Look, this is, come on. Why is she doing this? She's doing Doctor Strange wrong there. Here's our first shot, at least in the first trailer, of America Chavez. Now, I don't know anything about this character.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what her powers are.
I just heard something about her.
Apparently, in the second trailer, we might get to see what her powers are a little bit.
She jumps from universe to universe. I think she can.
She does portals and
yeah. The only other shot that I grabbed of her,
she's very powerful. She's invincible.
I grabbed this from the second trailer.
Yes, and
just because it was cool looking.
I would be
lying.
She goes to Ghostbusters universe
towards the beginning of the movie. I think that's another universe. It's the dream that Strange is having, and I think that's another universe that he's dreaming about.
Okay,
and she jumps from that universe into ours.
Okay,
kind of warning him of the danger that's coming.
So, I mean, what's interesting about this character? This is another character that could be a young Avenger. Maybe.
Yeah, she's a young Avenger in the comics.
So we'll see how
she's
that
another
goes.
one that my generation doesn't care about. But that's fine.
Well, just tell us how you.
Man, I want my.
Tell us.
I don't want any.
Roth. I mean, this is a new big time character, America Chavez. You can look her up. She's out there.
America Chavez.
Yeah, she's played by. I believe her name is pronounced Xochitl Gomez. It's pronounced like.
Oh yeah, with the X,
HCL.
The oddball monster looks like the D&D beholder.
Well, that's true, but it's Shumagorath.
This is Shumagorath?
No, the next part. The next part.
Yeah, not that.
Not that.
But also, let me say no. And we'll get to that when we get to that.
We'll get to that when we get to that.
Let me explain when we get to that photo.
Okay, let's see. I grabbed a cool one of Wong.
I don't know if he has that photo though.
I do have that photo. Doing his Wong thing.
I'm very afraid Wong is going to die in this film. Feels like the natural.
He's the glue that's holding He's holding Shang-Chi together.
But he's also the Sorcerer Supreme.
This is true. I didn't think about that.
He's not going to make it.
The first, we're going back to this weird area
if you grabbed trailer 2 for this specific scene.
I know.
Because the red scene where she's telling Strange it's hypocritical, basically.
Yeah.
Looks like the same background but lit red.
Oh,
like
interesting.
Like she's controlling this area.
So in the first trailer, he's trying to ask for help, from what I remember. Like, he's wanting to come and get some help from her because he's not quite sure what's going on, and she has experience with some of that from Westview or whatever. So I just grabbed that, just them talking. Now this portal. Now we've got America, but then also we've got what you said was maybe Rachel Ryfun.
Yeah, that's Rachel McAdams in the shot. Yes,
Rachel Ryfun.
No, not Rachel Ryfun.
Incidentally,
that's his sister.
You can see her face through the door on the other side in like down.
Yeah, in a wide shot. But this is what they end up when they open the portal. This is kind of what they see once they open the portal. Pretty cool looking. I mean, a lot of really. And so here's the shot that Ryfun was talking about, where you can see.
Yeah, on a
zoomed
downloadable version of the trailer, you can see it much more clearly.
Yeah, this is just a really crappy screen grab that I did of it. But so oh, what do we have here?
What?
Oh.
Oh no.
Lining infected liver.
What are we talking about?
That's next time. That's next time.
We're in the middle of talking about the Doctor Strange trailer.
Wait.
Do you have any interest in the Doctor Strange film, by the way?
Multiverse of Madness, sir.
Multiverse of Madness.
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm very interested in it. Okay. I enjoy those Marvel movies.
What did you think of the trailer?
Yeah, it was fine. They throw a lot at you. Obviously, we got the sneaky little bald-headed guy reveal. I didn't really pick up anything else. There were some new characters that I couldn't care any less about.
We talked about that earlier.
Yeah,
let me show you one of them.
Yes.
Let me see if I can find the screenshot. That, here's the back of her.
Don't care. Don't know who that is. Don't care. Maybe it'll be great. I don't know.
It'll be awesome, dude. It's Marvel.
No, yeah. I mean, well, you say that, and then I assume you did see Black Widow.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Black Widow was okay.
Black Widow was okay. Hey, I noticed you didn't buy a Black Widow t-shirt, Ryfun.
Huh?
I noticed you didn't buy a Black Widow t-shirt. Or did you?
That was after Black. Well, actually, no, it wasn't. I just didn't care that much to buy Black Widow. I bought this in last year, over a year ago.
Oh, that's true. You have had that for a long time.
And then this hat I was given to a guy who thought I would really love this hat, and
it is
like,
a great
okay.
hat. I would love that. I would love to have a Marvel hat.
A great hat.
It is a great hat.
I
love
Marvel Studios, and not a huge comic fan of Marvels, but
I hear.
I mean, most people don't split hairs like that. Like, they will see your Marvel hat and be like, "Oh, I bet he likes the movies." Yeah. I mean, most people know the movies.
That's true.
Right.
I think you'll be okay.
Rhett, refresh my memory. Did you watch What If? Did you watch all of What If?
I did not watch all of it. I watched some of it.
Did you watch the Doctor Strange episodes?
No.
Okay, because you might want to go back and watch the Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I will. And I know enough about what happened to understand where we are and why we're there.
The Doctor Strange episode is the best episode of that series.
Oh,
legitimately.
100%.
Number 3?
Oh, you didn't like the Captain
4.
Britain one? Wow, that's a little sexist.
Wait, what is Roth saying here?
Oh, shoot. No, I forgot Eternals. Like,
he could have used Eternals even worse than the...
Yeah, I could have, but I just, like, it is
gone.
Oh,
instead of Black Widow. I see what he's saying.
No, it's gone. I have hardly any recollection of it at all.
Didn't you watch the Eternals documentary where they said it was groundbreaking and game changing for the MCU and gonna?
Yes.
Yeah, well, you could have listened to everything
game changing for sure. Called it all into question. Maybe let's limit our art house directors.
Yeah.
Okay,
every minute of it.
Here's where we were in the trailer. We see Doctor Strange.
Oh no, are we reacting to the trailer? Oh no, is this a reaction video?
No. I grabbed a few screenshots.
Oh my gosh.
We got America Chavez, and then we've got what Ryfun says is Rachel McAdams' character.
It is.
Who is also named Rachel. Isn't she? Isn't it? That's what Rachel. Isn't Rachel named Rachel? Isn't that the character name?
I don't think that's right.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember, but I don't think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
are we
don't know what the
talking
right
about the
answer is. I
name?
know what the wrong one is.
Hold on. Are we
so-
talking
so-
about the name of
her
It's
character?
Christine Palmer. Christine Palmer.
Christine Palmer.
Christine,
So,
Christine.
Ryfun, you had alluded to me off screen that you heard that maybe she's going to have powers or be important.
I said that there have been rumors about something that happens with her, but I don't know that it's anywhere true. I don't.
Do you want to like verbally tell us what those rumors are, or you just don't even want to go there?
Part of what it is has already been debunked, but then I also see her there in like a really weird outfit that I'm like, what is that?
Like, why is she dressed up? Let me see if I can go back to the shot. She's got like, well, I mean, it's just a jean jacket. It looks like, isn't it? I mean,
jean jacket.
I don't know. I mean,
that's what American Chavez is wearing.
Yeah, that's true. She is. Yeah.
Is that a jean jacket? It looks like
jacket.
Yeah.
Could that be Wanda?
No, that's
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Her hair's a little reddish.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay, we got this guy coming back. Who?
Yes.
Mordu.
Now the way
Mordu. That's not his name. Is not Mordu.
What is it?
Mordo.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, close enough. Come on, Rhett. Jeez.
No, do you even Marvel, bro?
What are we trying to be precise here? So the way
this all about the details.
No, we're not. So he was kind of set up as going to be the next villain from the first film.
Yeah,
they kind of set this up. Now
I don't think that's main universe Mordo.
Oh,
yeah, he's got
multiverse
because he's got dreadlocks.
Well, not just because he's got dreadlocks, but he's also he's also the same Mordo we see in the throne room or the Illuminati room, basically.
The Prime Universe Mordo is still he's still teabagging Benjamin Bratt after paralyzing him.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, that's probably what's happening. So then we're going to like the main headquarters here for all the magic.
Yes,
is what I'm guessing this is.
It's Camertage.
It's Camertage, my friend.
I don't know that crap.
Camertage is the learning center of the
those names are dumb.
It's the Camertage, man.
You even Marvel, dude?
No, not enough. I got that shot, and then we got this dude.
Yes,
this guy
Rentra.
That is the guy that broke into the Capitol building on January the 6th.
I almost did a spit take there.
The sad part is we don't know exactly what he's referring to.
I know.
Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't?
The QAnon shaman, I think, is
QAnon
shaman.
So this cloud.
It's Rentra.
Yeah, he's
Rintrah.
What do we think this cloud's all about? I mean, obviously they're really.
It's burning.
Well, where there's smoke, there's fire.
It's the bad guy attacking them somehow. I don't know.
It's the bad guy attacking them somehow, but we don't know who the bad guy is.
Michael, we're missing.
Oh, you think it's Wanda? Okay. Speaking of evil Wanda, she does not look like she's in a great mood.
No, I mean her kids just got taken from her, and her husband is sort of alive, but kind of died.
Kind of dead.
Well.
Her husband.
Did y'all notice? Y'all catch that? Michael just sold her to smile more.
I just said that she doesn't look like she's in a good mood. I didn't say anything about smiling more.
You're so much prettier when you smile, Wanda. That's what he said. That's what he said.
I just said she looks like maybe she's in a bad mood. She's maybe in a bad mood. Wow, Roth is going to try and join in sickness and in health. No.
To this?
Do you want to join right now, Roth, or you want to join later? You want to join right now? Okay, he's there.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, he's
here. We need the chaos of five people.
We need the chaos of 5 people, obviously.
It's chaos.
And look, you can't see her right now, but I do have a jean jacket on. I joined just because you said jean jacket.
Oh yeah.
Here. I'll show everybody.
There
who's
he
got a jean
is.
jacket
Look at
on.
this.
There's the jean jacket. Did somebody
1980s
say
lives.
jean jacket? That's a very Wyoming look. The jean jacket.
That's hot. That's a hot take.
That's good.
Looks like you should be carrying hay.
This is Camertage being attacked, I would say, by Wanda.
Yeah, and there's that bull guy again in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
He's
just exploded the Capitol.
I do want to see him at least impale somebody with those horns at least one time in the movie. I mean, you can't have
impale somebody
like he's at Pamplona.
Yes, exactly. I think there's more people on the show
what do you
than
think
in the
this
chat.
Is rated?
Michael wants more goring in the
I do.
in the MCU.
He thinks this is an Evil Dead sequel, not a Doctor Strange.
That's right. Oh my gosh. This is Sanctum Sanctorum, I guess, or some.
Yeah, we can see.
because there's the window right there.
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
So this is coming up, Earl. This is that character that you were wondering about, because see some tentacles right there.
I think that's strange magic, but
that's Doctor Strange right there, and there's Wong right next to him.
Yeah,
there's that tentacles coming out.
Yeah,
but that's strange magic. He does a similar thing in Infinity War.
Okay.
There we go.
You're gonna cut this bus in half. Now, who's this? Is this America right here?
Yes, it's after meeting America Chavez at the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is right at the beginning. And here's the thing you were talking about, Earl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is not Shumagorath.
This is totally not Shumagorath because Marvel totally doesn't have the rights from the Conan author to apparently put him in live action with that name. So now he's Gargantos. Another Marvel.
Okay, Ryfun.
Gargantos.
no Shumagorath for this round.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, so I just got a few more. Evil Strange. Now, Rhett, this is why you need to watch the What If episode.
Yeah. No, I follow along.
I don't think he's the same Evil Strange, but it will introduce you to the concept of that.
Of the Evil Strange, yeah.
You don't think it's the same one?
No.
Marvel is not like Star Wars, where you have to watch a bunch of cartoons to understand anything that's going on.
Exactly right.
Easy.
Had to get that shot in. Had to get that shot in.
Animated they'll assume, right, that nobody's watched What If.
Yes, this is
definitely
Brian. This is 100% correct. It is what I had last week while I was sick. Was Gargantos.
He's got the Gargantos.
Yeah, I've got the Gargantos.
After 4 hours, he knew he had to see a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. We've got we've got evil Doctor Strange and good Doctor Strange hanging out. There's a portal.
Or Defender Strange. We don't know.
Defender Strange dies in that dream sequence.
Spoiler alert!
Wow, Roth, come on, dude.
You don't see that you don't see that in the trailer. He totally gets killed.
Oh, like where his face comes apart? Is that the guy you're talking about?
That's them jumping between universes.
Oh, okay. I don't see that part.
Yeah, nobody saw that. That's just pure.
We already saw that one.
All right, I'm speculating.
There you go. Thanks for your speculation. We've got some more of the universe falling apart because we've got that little pink thing over there. I don't know if that's just
lens flare stuff.
Can I talk about Raimi's direction in this trailer?
Yes.
There's some really, really great shots. The spinning shot into the bed, from the dream to the bed. You got Wanda going straight into her eye after she's just murdered a bunch of people because she's the villain of the film.
No, she's misunderstood.
Yeah.
Well, she just needs to smile more.
Enslaving the whole town of people. I get it.
Hang on, listen. If she's the full-on villain, and she ends up murdering a bunch of people, is there a redemption for her? Because do we still end up with? How redeemed do you get after? I mean, she's already won down by enslaving an entire town because she was grumpy. Okay, how many of those will mankind tolerate if she ends up slaughtering a bunch of people? I mean, at some point, you don't get to have the happily ever after with your vision that's still flying around out there, right?
Yeah,
it's a good question. That is a great question.
We'll see what the ramifications are. So I guess a big thing that they're finally going to introduce, which has been in the comics for a while, is this whole concept of the Illuminati, which is, it's been in the comics for a while, but
it's a Brian Michael Bendis
Bill Gates,
creation.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, Bill Gates, Jay-Z, Kanye,
John Adams. It goes all the way back.
Well,
apparently 50 Cent. He's also there, apparently.
Off the top of my head, but in the comics, it's Tony, it's Charles Xavier, it's Black Bolt, it's Namor, it's Black Panther, it's Reed Richards.
Yep, that's your Illuminati. That's
now,
exactly right.
One of those has definitely been cast already before. So, all I'm saying is let's bring Anson Mount into the MCU. Come on.
As Black Bolt. Yeah.
Do it. Oh, I'm looking at them right now on the TV.
think that I was the only person in the United States who went and saw the IMAX 2 episodes of...
we don't have to acknowledge that show, even with casting him in this movie.
That's true. That's true. They don't have to.
Give him a different suit.
I think he'll be in it, and then at the end, we'll find out that his real name is Boner.
So there's Professor X there to your right.
We don't know that. We don't know that yet.
Yes, we do. Earl, yes, we do.
We heard Patrick Stewart's voice in the trailer.
Just because the credit, the captioning says mysterious voice, and Patrick Stewart is being coy about it.
Yeah,
does not mean that it's not him.
I believe I don't think it's him.
It's definitely him.
Don't think it's him.
No. Andrew Garfield said the same thing. He wasn't in Spider-Man. Look how that turned out.
Look how you see he's reddish a little bit. I say it's Mephisto.
Mm-hmm. I could buy that. Much more easy than being the other guy.
I missed this. Brian has a good point that the trees were wilting, which is opposite of yes. Yes, that is a good point.
What is this? A Terrence Malick movie?
Maybe.
Where was the wheat shot?
Yeah, needs 90% more wheat.
We've got a battle sequence happening in the Illuminati area because there's their thrones in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting. We don't know if he's fighting Strange though. Hard to tell.
Yeah, he's in that blue.
That could be
Strange. Evil Strange is kind of blue, right?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Evil Strange is blue.
Was Strange not just in blue, being like taken up by the little robots?
Yes, he is.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
But how do you know that Mordo's not? How do you know that Mordo's not aiming behind Strange? Maybe it's a fake out.
We don't. I think Mordo's a bad guy in this.
Actually, I think he does swing and hit his handcuffs.
Yes. This big shot right here of zombie Strange. Creepy. All right. Well, there we go. That was fun. There's our trailer breakdown.
Hey, thanks for coming, guys. All right.
Thanks for coming, guys. This was a good. I did want to do something before we jumped right into 1883, so I thought that'd be cool to talk about a trailer that I completely wasted my time getting screenshots for because the whole time I was doing it, I thought I was getting the right screenshots, and I wasn't. So whatever.
Hey, wait, did we talk about superior Iron Man potential?
No. Let's talk about some of the things that I missed in that second trailer because I got the wrong screenshots.
Okay. So, I guess the main thing is Maria Rambeau is Captain Marvel in the trailer. A lot of people thought that might be Superior Iron Man, but as inspecting really high res versions of the trailer now, lossless versions of the trailer now, it's pretty clear it's all Maria Rambeau as Captain Marvel, which would be Monica's mom, which is kind of weird.
Well, yeah,
why not just do a Carol variant? But whatever.
Yeah. And we also look. We do see those Ultron bots, right? That is a Tony Stark indicator for sure.
Or maybe Hank Pym actually invented them this time.
That's from the comic.
I don't think so. I think we get some cameo of Tony Stark. Yes. It ain't going to be RDJ. I don't know. Maybe it's Tom Cruise. Maybe it's somebody else. I don't know.
Maybe it's Jeff Bridges. There you go.
Jeff Bridges.
The young Jeff Bridges from Tron.
Yes, right.
Yes.
That CGI Jeff Bridges with
It's like I was watching that Final Fantasy Spirits Within movie.
Oh gosh, yes. It's like watching the Beowulf movie.
Yes. Yeah. Is this Polar Express? What is that?
Do we think we're going to get John Krasinski as Reed Richards in this movie?
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm going to say yes.
Jacob,
I'm going to say no to all of them. This is what I like to do. Because then when they show up, you're super excited.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I knew that Toby and Andrew were in No Way Home, and I still lost my.
I know.
Yeah. I'm unaffected by being spoiled on that.
So they just did a high res of this guy, and that glowing being.
Yeah,
dude, it looks like Jonathan Majors. I'm watching Screen Crush or whatever.
He's talking about
Yeah.
Kang.
Kang.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Kang.
I knew he wasn't talking about the former Prime Minister of Britain.
No.
That was John Major.
No. If you've seen
my
the Heart
God.
Call, Lovecraft Country, or
you watched Loki.
Loki.
I mean,
Loki
yeah.
season
Have you watched Loki? Do you even Marvel? Lightning infected liver.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the next big bad guy if Ant-Man happens now. Evangeline Lilly doesn't want to be in the movie anymore, obviously.
Dude,
What?
Mikey, principal photography wrapped for that film months ago.
bro.
Oh, it's already where it's okay, good. So she went crazy after.
She lives to fight one more movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Went
She didn't go
crazy.
after
No.
the movie.
No,
This is
she
Evangeline
didn't go
Lilly.
crazy. She's speaking. You're right.
She went normal.
She went normal. She's speaking sense, but to a lot of people, she's
I know
she's literally just like what's her name, Pepper Potts. She's the same type of person.
Oh, Gwyneth Paltrow. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
She's always been like that.
Gwyneth Paltrow and her vagina candles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm glad you said it because that's the first thing that pops into my head when I hear Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah. Is that how you want to go down in history? As being, man, when somebody says my name, the first thing that people think of.
I mean, what else? I don't go
vagina
Shakespeare in love.
candles.
I definitely don't.
I
go
think it is
Shakespeare
how
in
she
love.
wants to go out.
Well, I mean, okay.
I mean, obviously, she was in that
Mission
commercial,
accomplished.
the Super Bowl commercial where she ate some of it. I mean,
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh.
I'm like, come on, Gwyneth, Gwynny. All right, Ryfun. Since I guess you're the only one that's unfortunately dropping out because we're about to have the 1883 talk. Where can
This
people
is going to
find
be
you?
a serious talk.
Yes,
you can find me on Twitter at SEPASH3. You can find me on Letterboxd at GRyfun. You can also find me on the Deucecast Discord. You can find me here Tuesday nights, and that's about it.
Oh, that does remind me. Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily affect you too much, Ryfun, unless we find something else to do. But next week we are doing this on Monday, February 28th, because a large portion of the Deucecast Extra will be seeing Batman on Tuesday, March 1st.
Batman.
So I'm sorry, the Batman. My bad.
You're welcome to drive up.
That's like when people say the Ohio State.
Yeah,
exactly. Brian, we appreciate you hanging out, man. I know you don't watch 1883, so thanks for hanging out for a little while.
I guess I'll be the only viewer not knowing what the heck you're talking.
not knowing.
The entire audience is currently broadcasting.
Exactly.
I literally have the tab open to switch over. So yeah.
All right, and you know what? I'm not even going to do the snazzy transition music. We're just going to jump right into.
What?
Oh, we're just jumping straight in. Do you need to take a break, Earl?
Well, no.
We've only been going for 30 minutes. Do you need to take a break?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
I got to change.
All right, Ryfun.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you later. All right, we are here to talk about episode 9 of 1883. My gosh, what an episode! As always, the penultimate episode of every series is always the best episode. Now, that's not necessarily true, but I mean, it happens a lot. It happened with Book of Boba Fett, in my opinion, but that's another story for another.
This
time.
was an amazing episode.
Thank you so much for hanging out.
Thanks for our.
Even though you don't watch 1883. And Roth, you're welcome to hang out, dude. I don't know how much you're gonna be able to. I see you swigging that Gatorade, so don't feel like you have to.
I'll pass some mint to you, man.
I'm doing a lot of zinc, and I've got the vid.
So first, Lakota.
I got the vid too. I got the coves.
We don't need. You need to change your name. We don't need to hate anybody, Earl. We don't need
What?
We don't need to hit Lakota.
Is that
hate.
too much?
So let's just first impressions of the episode, Dr. Earl. Just overall, before we kind of jump into some of the specifics of it, what do you think?
Oh man, what an emotional gut punch. I wasn't expecting it to go this direction, but when she put that dress on, I said, "No, wait a minute."
Yeah,
I want to say that was what, because she wasn't in her like beaded halter top or whatever that thing was she was wearing.
right.
By the Indians, it's not halter top, but
2021 Coachella outfit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sorry, guys, I have my Microsoft open. But yeah, no, I man, it was a powerful episode.
Yep.
Just so intense and brutal. Some great scenes with that Colton. Well, we can get into the scenes, but
we'll get into the specific scenes. Roth, if you are able, any initial thoughts on the episode?
Yeah, it was good. I just watched it late this afternoon. I was in Austin, Texas from Friday through Monday.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hence the contracting COVID, because
you went to Texas.
COVID lives. They forced us to lock down for like 3 years now, and then so I just became a hermit. And all I did was watch movies. So now whenever I leave my house, I get sick.
Your immune system can't handle
like the bubble boy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you beat bubble boy.
Went and got all those big city germs from my small town Wyoming.
Big city germs. Did you catch the smallpox there?
I maybe shouldn't have been licking lampposts and whatnot at 3 a.m, but
probably not.
Austin isn't really Texas, though.
No,
yeah, that's a little
blue
pocket of Texas.
Thing was accurate.
Yeah.
But so I got home. It was 80 degrees when I left last night. We have an airport in Cheyenne, so we landed in Cheyenne, and I went from 80 degrees to -4.
Oh,
it is currently -7
Fahrenheit.
Yep.
I don't know what else.
Celsius. I don't know.
Yeah, that Kelvin.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, anyways, long story short, I just watched it today. And I liked it a lot. I didn't think they were going to actually go there.
Boy, they went there.
This is
they went everywhere. They went everywhere. They
everybody was just one after the other,
shooting, scalping, impaling with arrows, snake bites, trauma from the horse falls.
Oh my god!
Just like fully broken back.
Yeah, seizing.
Seizing, I know. Good grief.
Yeah.
So, Rhett, just to give the viewer background, you did like a massive catch up, like within a few weeks of everything, right?
Yeah. Well, I blew through Yellowstone as quickly as I could. I caught up to, I think the last couple of episodes of it we watched in real time. As they released. But yeah, we plowed through that. And then we picked up 1883 after we kind of took a break, a little heavy. And took a break, and then, have been waylaid by 1883, which my wife and I watch it together, and we say that we're much more entertained by Yellowstone.
Yeah, it's But
1883 is a better show. But it is just misery.
Yeah,
it's just watching. It's like Doom. You Doom watch it. I did. So Yellowstone's very fresh on my mind because I did really plow through all of it in about a month or so. And then here we are at 1883, and I've been caught up with it for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Watching it live as it releases. So it's a good show.
Yeah. It's really interesting because for a show that is tied to Yellowstone, you really don't have to have seen any of Yellowstone to enjoy 1883. In fact, my father-in-law, I've said it a lot, he's not interested. They've tried Yellowstone 2 or 3 times, can't get into it, but loves 1883. He'll probably like 1932, which, I mean, Taylor needs to stop with the year thing. I mean, it's just, it really like hems you in because you can't change the name of your show to like 1884.
Well, don't think these will be limited series though? Like,
no,
I don't think so.
I mean, we're getting into the autumn now on the show. Only 3 or 4 months left, season. And there's a second season. So, 1883 is paced better. There are fewer ups and downs. I mean, some of the B plots on Yellowstone, I just don't care about. Monica, please fall off the Wyoming train station cliff, right? I don't need any of that. I don't need Casey in the woods with the wolf or whatever that nonsense was. There's none of that crap in 1883. It's the same. You kind of steadily. I mean, there's the B plots are very low
and they're all
screen
happening
time.
in the same direction.
And it's all you're all in a line of people. You're not cutting away to any other groups or anything like that. It's very much a linear narrative there, and I appreciate that because I find it to be more intense. I mean, it's obviously purposeful. I find that to be more intense.
Yes,
and you're just kind of exhausted at the end of it. When this one was no different. I mean, we catch up to that opening scene, right, of the season, and see how that's going to, I guess, turn out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my problem with them, and I guess we can jump around. So they've made us really think that she's dead. I mean, that like she's not going to survive this. They've made a point. That's right. You're a doctor.
Yeah,
I have
that
medical
arrowhead,
proof here.
Yeah, that arrowhead was filthy.
That's exactly.
She got her liver nicked.
Jane's
liver. She's a tiny, weak girl. She's not gonna make it. And frankly, I think she has to die, or you undo the drama of what has happened here. And you can't do. I don't think you can do that. I mean, you don't want some Deus Ex Machina to miracle cure. Here's a little.
Well, that's what I'm worried
snake
about.
oil to rub on it.
Well, that's what I'm worried about.
Just got this
drug.
That's why they called it 1883, because a certain drug was invented in 1883.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, now
I'm just
the only thing they can fix then is gout, and they're not real good at that. Okay.
We found a cure for arrow wounds. Right here.
Yeah. An old stagecoach. No, none of that. I don't think they'll do that to us, where they undo the drama of that and the kind of the realization. I
hope not. If they do, it'll be
not
Sam.
after.
It'll be Sam with some Native American cure-all.
No!
He's going to come with a poultice.
I mean, that's the only thing that they could do.
A lizard's going to hop into her nose, and she's going to go get a gaffy stick.
That's a good, nice.
They're not going to pull us. I hope they don't pull babies. I hope they don't pull us Star Wars.
Stop it! I'm going to put that one out of my mind, like I did Eternals.
We're going to get a bunch of Elsa flashbacks when she goes into the Bacta tank.
Oh, nice.
It's just I don't know.
I see it now.
I am worried that they're going to bring the character back, but they don't need to. I think they really need to stick with what they've done.
She can narrate. She can still narrate from beyond the grave or whatever, right?
Now.
Maybe she's narrating from the beyond the grave now.
I'm fine with killing her if that means
if that means no narration from her. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
They're going to have to continue that.
It's too bad the arrow didn't go like
nick her vocal cords.
Wow.
She's still alive, but she's a mutant.
And instead of shooting her, they cut her tongue out. Like,
wow.
Oh my god.
Hey, that scalping was especially brutal.
Oh my yikes!
That word.
And then Colton having to shoot her.
Yeah, he did the right. I mean, that was obviously the right call.
She had that arrow all the way through, and she was.
It was more so.
Well, it was the fact that her brain was showing out, and she was a Looney Tune. I just we're not gonna. You're not gonna get better from that. We're not gonna drag you around screaming hysterically, being a loose cannon. So put one through the old face.
Yeah, I mean, he was just like this. Like put her down like she was a horse. Right now.
I thought his words were good.
Oh, that
was hey, like no, God's not going to keep you out of heaven because I don't know the right words. I thought that was a great line.
That was a good word.
And of course, Sam Elliott coming in as Sam Elliott and soothing everything over. He's just another. He's a tour de force in this show. Everything he says is great. It is delivered in the most perfect Sam Elliott way you can ever get.
And I'm really glad, I mean, because apparently he was offered a role in Yellowstone, and I'm glad he turned it down.
That's good.
Not even knowing that 1883 was coming, but I mean, this is really the perfect role.
This is a perfect role for John.
Yeah, because he's himself. He's just being,
he's always himself. Yeah, he's great.
And Tim McGraw,
I've seen a few movies. Tim McGraw was really good.
He really stepped up his acting game in this.
Yeah, Faith is still the weak link. She's not terrible.
She's not terrible.
She's not bad. It's not bad. It's just she's the, you can tell
weaker link. Yeah.
I mean,
she takes me out of it. Where I'm like,
no, you're right. Yeah, that's true. And she hasn't been given a ton to work with either. I mean, she probably got more to work with this week than any other. And it's passably fine. I'm not upset about it. It's just she's the one in the cast that is this ain't her core competency.
Yeah. I mean,
that's all.
I still think Thomas is probably my favorite character. I just like him quite a bit, just because he's like the moral compass to he keeps Shay from going crazy, and
I keep you from killing yourself.
He said it in this episode.
I know, that was
I keep
a great
you
line,
from committing suicide
before breakfast or something.
Every morning I keep you
every
from
morning
doing
before
that.
breakfast. I keep you.
Yeah.
So I still think he's probably.
I like Wade. I think he was good. Man,
Wade was good in this episode.
Has been.
Yeah, he's kind of
he's smart. He knows a lot about the liver, which I wouldn't expect out of a Wrangler, but whatever.
Wade right there to the liver. Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yeah, and old black blood. That was got her in the liver.
And he did. That was
That's a rough way to go.
Bile.
By the way, that is a really rough
there's a lot
way
of
to
stuff in there.
I mean, so Earl, there's really like no, she's a goner. They cauterized it. She's fine, right?
Yeah, it ain't the outside that's the problem.
From an 1883 Civil War, arrow wounds of the abdomen are generally fatal. An arrow can scarce pass through the abdomen and fail to open a vessel, a wound, or an intestine. This is from 1880s Civil War surgery book.
This is
of Bill's 21 abdominal cases, all but one were fatal. So there you go.
Oh, what? She could be the one in 21. She's like Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker. He's the one in 21. See, could totally be. Oh, come on, this guy keeps showing up. Every time I mention Brock Lesnar, that guy shows up.
Harry Potter.
Now, I will.
What language was that?
Did you say that was Civil War medical diaries from the 1880s?
Something like that, yeah. You have something else?
The Civil War was over by 1965, Dr. Earl.
1865. You're on lots of drugs right now.
I'm sorry. I didn't say the right date.
Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, I'll maybe we can call that journal.
Well, the book could have been written in the. Yeah, he could have gathered his notes and
that's the only thing I was
gone to Random House and said, "Hey, I got this memoir.
I have me
Simon
a
and Schuster."
Earl, I need you to read
I say.
Earl, I need you to read that one more time as Taylor Sheridan's character from this show.
Well, I was there. Dr. Joseph Howland Bill's Notes on Arrow Wounds.
Notes on Arrow Wounds.
It's not a book you see today.
It's not a book, yeah. He wrote it 1862.
Okay.
Published it's just an article in the American Journal of Medical Sciences, 1862.
Oh, they had a journal back then, huh?
Yeah, okay, it was one journal available. And it goes through every part of the body where arrows hit, like how you have to dig the arrow head out. It's pretty interesting.
Does it talk about the liver?
It just says you got to go in and get it if it's not all the way. It's not a clean pass. But she was thankfully thin enough that it just went all the way through.
Yeah.
So she could be the one in 21.
It could have hit her renal artery, or if it had hit a little more to the middle, I mean, it could have hit the big artery in the back, or she'd bled out quick. But
would she be able to get up on a horse that quickly after an arrow wound like that?
No, it's going to be silly.
She's a Cherokee warrior. Yes, she could have.
She is a Cherokee. She's
we do know that.
Top of the poppy. Or whatever.
I like that Lakota chief. He was cool.
He was yellow face. Well, the thing with the Native Americans is they're always honorable, but they will freaking scalp you if they have to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and
they're going to show some brain if they need to.
Yeah, I mean, as a Lakota warrior, I was surprised that they even let her speak at all in that one scene. Well, I would have figured they would have just mowed her down. I mean,
probably in real life, yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, like what? Although she did start speaking in native tongue, and so maybe they were like that took them back.
But not their native tongue.
Yeah, it
would have been funny if they said in
Comanche,
like a bunch of Spaniards trying to kill me, and I'm like Zutalors.
Well, no, no, it's just a different dialect. It's not that.
It's not. It's way
language.
No, come on.
I think
they don't look alike, Michael.
It's probably close enough though that it took them aback that she knew those words.
They're probably that wasn't English, but it didn't sound like it was fully gibberish either.
Hey, listen, this is a little bit of a tangent here. You mentioned 1862, Earl. I guess is when that book was written. It triggered this weird memory of mine. A1 steak sauce was introduced in 1862. So Civil War happening, and they're like, you know what? We need something for this steak.
Interestingly
I always
enough,
thought it was such a weird time to introduce steak sauce.
I mean,
they're like, man,
what better time?
Like, pretty much anybody that's fighting in this is either having their arm or leg amputated, and the steaks suck. How do we make these steaks a little bit better?
True. Yeah.
Let's find something to make the men at least die good. Die better.
Digest this sirloin. I better pour some A1 on it.
Yeah, I mean, Ryfun makes a good point. People had to have lives, Rhett. I mean, come on.
They were going.
Oddly enough, it's a treatment for arrow wounds. So
it was developed for that.
Yeah,
rub a little of this on your nicked liver.
I did love that. That does remind me of that one pretty good line that Margaret had, where somebody was like, "Are you a nurse?" And who wasn't during Civil War?
Yeah.
I mean, so that was a pretty heavy line. I mean, because that's basically probably everybody was. I mean, so I love it when they sneak in those little things about the Civil War that they're also traumatized and PTSD'd from. I mean, they're all just like destroyed emotionally and mentally from dealing with all of that. I'm trying to think. I mean, obviously we've got Joseph is not in the best place. He's had
did they make it to Casper though? Because they let they were at the beginning of the episode, then they're gone. Like, did they?
No,
we didn't see them actually get there.
Okay,
we never saw.
Maybe they're in one of the
because they circled the wagons.
They had to circle the wagons. Yeah,
Joseph and his wife, people, and Cookie is very much dead.
Yeah, Cookie is not with us anymore.
I need Cookie. I need some Cookie. Man,
he could have been the one to invent A1 also. I mean, that was his last act. His last act was to invent
A1.
He's
bleeding out. He holds up that bottle.
Is there an argument to be made?
Avenge me!
Is there an argument to be made that this is all on him? That the Lakota
100%.
Well, I think it's on Dutton and Shay. Like, what's happened here. Bring everybody, bring the whole wagon train up here. Everybody look sad, right?
Yeah.
And let's see when they get here if we can talk them into this and say, listen,
here's
what's happened. We came upon this. Don't wig out. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. What they did not work.
No, it did not. No, it did not work.
Yeah, I didn't like that plan about like, okay, y'all just stay there and wait, see if you can talk them not to kill you or something.
Yeah.
So, I was like,
with all that, he says, with all the Lakota I know, sure.
Yeah, exactly. And so Earl, from a medical standpoint, we saw Colton sucking out all the venom.
Yeah, you can do
that. So you think Joseph is okay, or is he still gonna?
I think Joseph will be okay. Now, his wife, took a pretty hard fall.
That was a
lot of edema of the brain, probably pushing up against the Risa.
Yeah.
So she had a lot of swelling.
Yeah, major concussion, right? She couldn't keep water down. She was seizing there on the ground. I don't think that was her back. I think that was the old noggin.
Yeah.
It's
hard to say. She's a hard call.
Yeah, she's going to be.
You could hear the snap.
Handle.
You could hear the snap. There was, you could hear something. It was pretty rough.
That's right. Is she paralyzed, or is she just?
Well, they didn't say that.
Brain injury.
Yeah, it seemed like a TBI to me, but.
Yeah, that's TBI. That's right.
Yeah. I think she's struggling.
She's got organic brain syndrome now. She'll be taking care of.
If they had batteries in 1883, she'd be eating them at this
point.
Well,
all they need to do is just get Colton to shoot her. Just get Colton to shoot her. He likes to shoot people with brain injuries.
Just walk up like, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm shooting somebody.
Is she speaking gibberish? Boom.
Yeah. That other guy, he's like, I don't know what you're saying, but hopefully God lets you in. Pow! Shoots her in the face.
I had this good talk with Shay. I think he's giving me permission to shoot anybody.
Whatever I feel is right.
Yeah, I gotta go for it.
Oh god,
Oh
there's so many
gosh.
brutal things in this episode. I'm thinking, gosh, I can't even fathom what's going to happen in this next episode. I mean, like, what?
Hell's Half Acre. I can't get
It's
worse,
called
can it?
Hell's Half Acre,
which is an area in Fort Worth, right?
No,
Oh,
Help us
let's
out
see
with
what
our-
Wikipedia has to say about that.
it's not. It's there. It's in Wyoming, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
west of Casper.
there's probably
Oh, there's two. There's two. Why
probably
would they?
two.
Okay, well, there's two. There's one. There is one in Fort Worth also.
Yeah,
Just
but
like
we're not
there's
going to
two
go all the
Washingtons.
way. We're
We're not
not
going to
gonna
go
I've
back
heard
and
there's only
forward.
one
That's where we
Washington.
started.
Yeah, we started in Fort Worth, so we're not going to go all.
Well,
the
I
way
know
back
that's
to
what I'm
Fort
saying. I was confused by this name because Hell's Half Acre is in Fort Worth, but I guess there's another one in Casper.
Yeah.
So
that is where
that's-
Starship Troopers was filmed. Was Hell's Half Acre.
So maybe we're going to get some bug action in this
Yep.
next
In
episode.
Fort Worth?
No,
In-
in
outside
Wyoming.
of
I know,
Casper.
Hey, how far is Cheyenne from Devil's Tower?
Probably a good 7 hours.
7 hours? You're still
Really?
in Wyoming?
Oh yeah,
Sweet Lord.
Wyoming's huge.
Oh yeah, that's right. 'Cause
Are you walking?
And-
They only walk in Wyoming.
Good
we,
heavens.
we only
Negative
travel by
7.
wagon train.
Only one person.
I will
for
tell
every
you for
12,000
sure.
square feet.
My question is, how come
I was totally wrong.
7 hours by horseback?
it's 30
or by
minutes.
car?
Yeah, really. My gosh.
It's 5
Get the
hours.
whole, get
Oh,
the
5
whole
hours.
wagon train there in an
5
afternoon.
hours.
Hey Jacob, I stayed in Cheyenne in a hotel with guys, and we went up to Devil's Tower. So it was about 5 hours to get there.
Oh, I
And a
want to go to
car.
Devil's Tower.
Oh, it was awesome. It was cool.
Just make it out of
Let's
mashed
do a road
potatoes.
trip.
It's the
Let's go
same.
see.
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go
no,
see-
this means something. I'll
Let's
just
go see Roth.
Then you can go over to Deadwood, South
Yep,
Dakota.
I've been to- that's
Oh,
what we
yeah.
did. We went up
Yep.
to Mount Rushmore, Deadwood. We
Yep.
did all the hits.
Hell's Half Acre?
Maybe.
Maybe you're not
I
sure
don't
if you were
remember.
there.
You can hit
We went
that
to
on the way
the-
back down.
you
we
could
went
have
to
hit
South-
it in Fort Worth.
We came from Denver. It was quite the trip.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
man.
Yeah.
So what else?
I mean,
what else happened? It was just all this like intense.
we've talked about everything that happened because it was all this death, just copious amounts of death.
We did have the scene where like they found those horse wranglers. and
Oh,
those
yeah,
guys
yeah.
were like, well, we just took care of a couple of,
And
Yeah,
James was like, "I'm just going to run right at him." I mean,
yeah. He's like, go up the middle. Don't. I was like,
Our
oh my
heroes are much better shots with the
Mhm.
pistol
God.
than
Yeah.
anybody else.
Mhm.
How does so when we circle our wagons,
mhm,
we put all the horses in the middle.
mhm.
Yeah.
You've got engines shooting at the people in the circle. They're missing. The bullets are going somewhere. How come not a single horse gets hit? Like there's a big pile of horses in the middle. Bullets are going past the people in wagons. How
You
can
think
no
horses
horse
would
be
get hit?
Hmm.
They probably did get hit in real life, but
Bulletproof horses.
Oh, they
All
should
right.
make the people out of that. They should make the people out of horse.
Horses have a lot of meat. They can just take a
Just
couple
make
of hits.
it's like the black box in a plane.
Yeah.
Make the whole plane out of that.
Well,
I did
and-
find that conversation that they had with those guys that basically deputized themselves in Wyoming, and there was the conversation like, you
There you
can't
go.
deputize yourself. There's nothing here. I mean, there's
It was
no
rude. It was rude. Is what it was.
And I like how they
There's
instantly
stuff
shot
here.
him and just shot him. That was a
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
All three of them just pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, you're right though. When they went after the other people, they went wide around them, and they are a lot better shots. I mean, it's just
Well,
I
they're
mean, that's
military guys.
standard. I mean, your heroes are good shots.
Well,
because
and
they're
Earl makes a
heroes.
good point. They were in the military, but I think maybe everybody else probably was too, Earl.
Well,
I
that's
mean, I
good.
think,
Yeah, they didn't shoot. They didn't have a lot of pistols. There wasn't a lot of pistol shooting in the old Civil War.
muskets.
Yeah, they didn't have pistols back then.
Little
Not like
pistol.
that.
Solas.
Yeah.
Man,
So.
that scalping. Woo.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Hmm.
We'd already seen it right in the opening, but we didn't
Yeah.
see her get up and run around with her
No.
head showing, which I thought that was the end of her when they scalped her. But
Mhm.
no, she's still hysterical.
She was like, a chicken with her head cut off. You had to kill it. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got to shoot.
No,
would-
Colton
she
did the
wasn't
right
gonna make
thing. But
Yeah, no,
yeah.
he did right.
This
Yeah.
is a dude who is there just to try and make some money wrangling cattle. He did not get into it to have to shoot a woman in the face.
And maybe walk away with a wife like Elsa out of it.
Yeah, and maybe exactly.
Yeah, I don't understand their motivation. Great. I mean, they must be getting paid super great, or they just love it. Like they just like that's what we do. We're cowboys. We're going to ride back and forth.
Do? Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. And they're good people in this lawless environment. I don't. You know. Was there a lot of that? I don't know. I don't know the history of that. Were there good people? You know, people tend to adjust to their environment, right? So if your environment is lawless, you become lawless. If there are no consequences for doing bad, then you do bad. And there aren't consequences out there, and yet they're choosing to be good, and that's I'm glad about that.
I mean, they have their morals. I mean, they have their Christian.
Well, I know, but I'm saying that
some do.
But so few do, and it's good. It's interesting that these couple of guys that they brought along who were just cowboys do, like they're not bad guys.
Yeah, they're
well, but they did have it, depending on what part of the country you were in. I mean, they did have law. I mean,
they don't where they are now. I mean, there's no
maybe not where they are now.
Do whatever you want. And they choose to be decent folks, and it's just that's I don't know.
I would say like the area that they're in now, even like if you're talking like Colorado, where it's a little bit more where civilization has caught up a little bit faster than northern Wyoming. It is much easier to be unlaw abiding, let's say, when the closest lawman around is like 3-4 hours away.
Yeah, right.
Like in the next town. So yeah, I would say it was much easier for people to be less moral back then.
Right. But these guys are good and with little incentive to be, really little incentive to be on this trip at all. I mean, I get Shay, he wants to go out there and stay. Well, they are getting paid, and Shay seemed to pay pretty well. I don't know where he got all this jack.
He's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
He cashed in a lot of Confederate dollars or something.
Do you get a lot of money for burnt corpses? Maybe he sold off his. I don't know.
Well, this isn't the first time that he's taken
his
people.
House.
I mean, he
burned his house.
He burned it to the ground. Yeah.
A lot of the money that he got for this trip was from the Germans. I mean, the Germans were paying him.
He did, yeah. So maybe he's flush with cash because they paid him.
Hey, sorry you didn't make it. Sorry you drowned in the river.
Take the train?
We couldn't afford the train, but so that must cost a lot more.
Yeah, the train, is for the super wealthy.
It's
only,
cheaper
apparently.
than this thing. Goodness.
Well,
yeah, I mean, let's.
Well, you couldn't take as much stuff on a train, right?
That's true. You couldn't take. Well, they thought they were going to bring able to. Yeah, they threw it all out. I mean, they were thinking they were going to be able to bring every.
Dude had a piano.
Yeah,
I'm not going to ford a river with a piano.
And it's not a keyboard either. It's a
it's like you got a Casio. We bring it. Your Steinway is going to stay here in the field.
Well, that should have been foreshadowing when we had her playing that sad song at that river crossing. We should have known Elsa's.
Any predictions whatsoever? We know that there's going to be a season 2. That's already been announced. So any predictions? Like what more could they put these people through in this last episode of the season?
Well, it was interesting that James said, "Hey, our home is wherever we bury her." Right?
Yeah.
So they got to get to Montana.
That's probably where our old graveyard on the and from Yellowstone ends up. They're on the Dutton land, right?
Yep.
That's I think that's a pretty safe bet that's where they end up. Is Montana on the way to Oregon? Do you go all the way up there and then hang a hard left?
Well, no. He never said he was going to Oregon, though. He said at some point that they were going to.
That's what I thought too. But later on in the season, they made a few comments about we're going all the way to Oregon now. So, and it's also been discussed about they're taking South Pass, which is through Salt Lake and then up to Oregon, like kind of through Idaho.
Yeah. Right. That's what I thought. Was the South Pass was further south.
They made those comments a couple of times. So I'm assuming now James is going to be like, well, I know there's nothing in Utah, and that's probably as far as she'll make it. So let's just keep going north.
Oh, okay. He's going to have to basically redo his plan.
So will going north get you to Montana, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they will. That will. But does he break from the? I mean, at some point he breaks off from the group, and we follow both of them. Only the Duttons. What happens there? I don't know.
Well, I don't think
second
everybody's
season
going to
be
live.
only Duttons dealing with their neighbor.
That's what I think. I think season 2 is going to be
Oregon
all
Trail.
Like by the end of this episode, we'll have them split off, and we'll catch back up with Shay and Thomas and whatever 3 Germans that are left alive.
Yeah, there's not many Germans left. There's a gypsy lady and a couple Germans left.
Yeah,
Thomas will get him a house out in Oregon,
and the last shot will be them burying Elsa or something like that.
Does she die? She doesn't. I don't think she dies in this episode, right?
I think she does.
Oh, really?
Because they're only going to get to Casper. We have to. They have all these boxes they've got to check off in Casper, right? I mean, are they still going to Casper? Right now, James said he's not going to. We're not going to do surgery on Elsa. We're going to ride this out.
Yep.
So, do they go to Casper still? Do they not?
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe
I thought they were.
I think they kind of have to, regardless.
Or the fort, wherever the fort is, right?
They need to get some supplies at least, and tend to those that are not mortally wounded.
Yeah, you still got Joseph to take care of.
Yeah, Joseph.
Right. Well, that's what I thought. But it just they talked a lot about. I mean, if you're going to be there, and then but so that's a lot of boxes to check in an hour episode.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we can get. I don't think we can get too far past Casper in this finale.
No.
Yeah, but I didn't think we'd be anywhere near Wyoming.
Well, they cut ahead. Yeah, they cut ahead.
That was my only prediction, was that they didn't quite know that they were going to get this type of success from this and be renewed for season 2 so quickly.
Right.
It's like, we should have kept Elsa alive.
Sheridan's like, yeah, we can just do the Dutton story in 18
Well, and then I mean, because you've got to imagine maybe Sam Elliott's like, look, I'm not this. I'm one season
too old
and done. Yeah, he's probably not going to be. I mean,
he's
now we could get like Thomas and his woman stays with the Duttons. That could happen,
or they all could.
Yeah, I mean, but I think Sam Elliott's going to go out in a blaze of glory. With that song playing in the background.
I think he has to see the ocean.
Yeah, he'll get all the way.
I think they have to pay that off. I think they have to pay that off. And that puts him, that gives us another season with him, I think.
Okay.
That's we're making blind guesses, and this show is
because
really good at the blind guessing.
Yeah, this is true, but there's no way like that they can get us to Oregon that quickly.
Right.
That would have to be like they do an Indiana Jones type of scene where you see the wagon going on a map. The dotted and the wagon going down the map. And, I mean,
do a Game of Thrones
yeah, exactly. That'd be
that's why I don't. I mean, they cut ahead, right? I mean, from episode to episode, we're a little further along than before. But
or he gets brutally murdered and never gets to see the ocean.
Because life is brutal.
Because Taylor Sheridan doesn't like happiness.
I just don't think you can. It's the Chekhov's gun thing where you can't talk about something, you can't show something, and then it never pay off. And
so maybe he gets murdered right, like on the other side of the hill.
He's about to go up over the ocean, and
he's about to see the ocean,
and then
fade to black. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Look, it's a brutal show. I mean, that they may go that route, but I don't know. I think from a writing standpoint, I think you have to pay that off, and you have to give. Frankly, you have to give the audience something good through all this, because there has been very little joy in any of the show, and that's okay. I mean, tragedy's okay, but that does not keep your audience for the long term. You need to give them a win every now and then, and I think that's a good win, because he's already lost enough.
Yeah, I mean, Elsa's. They do, and Taylor Sheridan's not opposed to showing happiness every once in a while. He does in Yellowstone sometimes.
I've never seen him do it, but I'm sure.
There's been some happiness, with the kid. He occasionally will
get excited about rodeo stuff, and
exactly.
I could hear Elsa's narration now. It's like, I hear the dirt hitting my box as I lay dead in a casket. There's some more dirt hitting the box.
And now I'm in the ground. Like, I wish Sam would have covered me one more time.
Oh my gosh.
With with his smallpox infected blanket or something. No.
The worms crawling inside me. Like that time with, I know.
And then that sweet taste of A1 steak sauce on my lips.
So thankful. In the time of war, somebody had the foresight to make a steak sauce for me.
If it wasn't for Cookie.
I know Sam right now is using the whole buffalo, and I just wish I could be with him.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God. All right.
Wow.
I think we can probably wrap it up. Earl, any final thoughts on the episode and where the episode 10 will go?
I mean, it's great. I mean, he's going Holocaust level, Indian massacre here, but gosh, it's just so intense. But I mean, it's probably showing the real brutality of that scenario.
It is. It is.
Can't say that.
3 years away from Coca-Cola. That's a good point. Thank you for that, Ryfun. Hey, Coca-Cola was at first it was medicinal, so maybe that
pure cocaine. That was cocaine cola.
Just get her coked up for the rest of her life, and she won't have the
No wonder they're also unhappy.
I mean, and that was what that was one point that James made, that he doesn't want her to be on opium or whatever the heck they would put her on when they got to the fort, anyways. And so
peyote. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
that's what Sam would give him.
Yeah, exactly. Roth, any final thoughts on the episode and where we could go in episode 10?
Yeah, I think we get fast forward type of stuff, and Shay sees the ocean. We bury Elsa, and I don't know what happens with Thomas and.
Oh, so you're thinking they're going to try and wrap it all up this season and have something completely? I don't know. I'm in between. I mean, I think that there's still going to be some epic tragedy in this last episode, and it would not surprise me if Sam Elliott's character didn't make it. I mean, because he's already dodged so many bullets in this season as is. I just feel like, as tragic as that would be that he didn't get to see the ocean, that would be something Taylor Sheridan would do. So, I mean, we're already, like, the audience is already set up that Elsa's going to die. They can't pull a Star Wars and somehow Palpatine
Elsa
returned. Yeah, I mean, they can't do that.
They can't. Steak sauce. It'll do it.
Yes,
they can't. Earl, I'm sorry,
Rhett.
Rhett. Final thoughts on the episode and where 10 could go.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think it ends with Shay dying. I don't think we'll do that to us. I don't know. I'm a believer in you, like you mentioned earlier, that the penultimate episode is usually the one where all the stuff happens.
Yeah.
And this one has to drag you along because they want you to go to the next season, right? So you can't have too much finality here. It's not going to be a cliffhanger. Maybe, I don't know. Yellowstone's had a cliffhanger or two, right?
That's true. Yeah, Yellowstone's done that.
But yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I haven't been able to predict much of this show and haven't really tried. I like this. You mentioned Coca-Cola. I like the idea of Elsa on cocaine. To see that, it felt so good. I just wanted to listen to Sister Christian and pop off firecrackers.
Bubbling on my lips. You're tingling. I don't know. I never had a carbonated beverage.
I never felt so alive, even though I was dying.
That's right.
Anyway, she's awful.
Michael, what do you think? What do you think will happen?
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned that I don't think Sam Elliott's going to be in season 2, and so that means that something bad has to happen to him. I guess.
Do you wonder
or we do see the resolution of him seeing the ocean, and then once he sees the ocean, I mean, the dude's been wanting to off himself. So no, I mean, the dude's been wanting to off himself.
He just walks out into it.
He just walks out into it. Yeah,
I
mean,
awesome.
That could be the way he wants to die. I think Thomas has a reason to live now more than he ever has before.
He's going to set up shop with a house.
He's going to set up shop. I think he probably hangs out with the Duttons and will be in season 2. I don't know. I think Wade and Colton probably are like
they could
done.
Become ranch hands for their.
They could. I mean, I don't know.
I think Shay makes it to Oregon, and he's run over and killed by hirsute women on a tandem bicycle.
Gosh.
Oh gosh!
What in the world?
Seems like something that would happen out there.
And the Portlandia crew shows up.
Put a burn on it.
Yeah.
A Sasquatch gets him.
Oh,
that's all. That's all.
David says, "I hope he can see his friend."
What does he say? What's David say? I hope he can see his friend again. The ocean is
stop it.
It is his dreams.
He ends up in Zwataneo.
I was going to bring up the Bigfoot thing because wasn't Sam Elliott and the man who shot Hitler and then later Bigfoot?
He was in that movie. So,
so this is a prequel to that movie.
Right. Exactly. Could be.
Yes.
Well,
another.
I think we're going to wrap. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up. Like I said earlier, we're going to be doing the finale on Monday, February 28th. So, Earl, that means you're going to have to actually watch it on Sunday night.
I'm not doing it.
Or figure out a way to watch it, but before 9 o'clock.
I'll get it worked out.
You can watch it
while you're seeing patients.
There you go. Hey, could you hold on a minute? This is important.
Turn your head and cough for a second.
Hey, this woman has an arrow she's got an arrow wound right here. Come on now.
This is research. What if this happens to you?
Exactly. So thanks for Ryfun hanging out in the chat and Dave hanging out in the chat. It was fun tonight. And Brian earlier, of course, for the Doctor Strange stuff. That was really fun. The chat makes this a lot of fun. So, with YouTube, the best thing to do is share the episode so we can get some more subscribers. And hopefully, I guess, Rhett, we're going to bring you back on. How about we bring you back on Monday for the finale since you got to hang out for episode 9. So we'll have you come. So that'll be because it will be a brutal episode. So we'll all need to be in mourning together. There won't be anything good about it. Dr. Earl.
Pain, is that what you said?
Yeah, he likes the pain. Dr. Earl, you are off the grid every once in a while, hanging out in the Deucecast Discord. Much more than Rhett does. Rhett, he is in the Deucecast Discord, but never hangs out.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what that means.
Roth, are you well enough to tell people where they can find you?
I think so. Our last episode of the Good Day for a Movie podcast was on a little movie called Red Rocket.
Yes, it was.
And it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that movie quite a bit. And then I don't know what our episode is going to be on Monday yet. We record that tomorrow night. But
you don't know what movie?
No, I do not yet. One of our buddies is coming on for it.
Surprise.
I believe that is his Rhett's username.
That's right. I forgot it. Now I'll log in. Hey, you should watch do the Curse of La Llorona. That's a winner.
Oh god, that movie's horrible.
I don't know what that is.
It's awful.
It's a movie. It's in the inside joke, is that the Insidious universe?
No, it's the
Conjuring. The Conjuring.
Yeah.
It's in the Conjuring universe.
Oh. Yeah.
So no.
But 2 days after we do our 1883 finale episode, we'll be going live on the Good Day for Movie podcast YouTube channel, doing our Oscar previews with Michael Knapp.
With me.
Oh, all right.
We're talking some Oscars. I love, and we're gonna give the Oscars a very hard time based upon their decision today of basically saying that sound editors are garbage, editors are garbage.
All of this.
Well, they're basically pre-recording all these smaller awards, and they're gonna just show clips of who won during the actual live ceremony, which is freaking garbage. I mean, nobody like normal watches these awards anyways. So only like industry people and a couple people that might like it, like idiots like me, watch this stuff. So just do everything live. Who cares? You don't have to pre-record. They're pre-record. They're even pre-recording the original score.
Oh, really?
They're not even gonna. They're not even gonna be like having that live.
Be like a 30.
But I'm sure we'll have a whole hour on short film.
No, that's
Okay,
that's one of the they're not doing documentary short. Anyways, we'll talk about it on.
What are they gonna, how long is the broadcast? Is it?
Like, I guess they're going to cut it down. I guess they're going to cut it down. I don't know.
An hour?
Yeah, well, it sounds like it.
Yeah,
a whole hour of Amy Schumer.
Oh
no, this is exact. They need to stop letting a new group of people build the thing every year because it's a different producer every year, and they're I don't know. It's a bad decision.
Yeah,
okay,
right. No, that's a good idea. The less time with Amy Schumer, the better.
Mm-hmm. I never even watched the Oscars. I just like talking about it and predicting, and then following the updates on Twitter.
Yeah,
I can't. Maybe I was really thinking about watching it this year, and then I saw Amy Schumer was hosting the first hour, and I was like, never mind.
I know it's going to be a slog. Rhett, where can people find you, or do you want people to find you on Twitter?
Often, you can find me in the bushes outside your home. No, I don't. I'm not anywhere relevant. I don't go out.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, for hanging out for the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. It was kind of a trailer overview, mostly the first trailer, but it was supposed to be the second trailer.
Yeah,
that's a whole
what in
other
the
story.
world?
I know look, I was disappointed in myself on that one. What's new? And then, of course, we just did episode 9 of 1883. We'll be back next week, Monday, February 28th, talking about the finale of 1883 and where we go from there.
Where do we go?
Know.
We don't know.
We got Moon Knight coming out, so
we got the Batman to discuss.
We got the Batman to discuss. We got Moon Knight coming out.
The Batman.
Where's
all right,
vengeance? Where'd I go?
All right. Good God.